Hi everyone, it's Grayson and this is Grayson Talks Everything. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're not new and are returning, welcome back. Do be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also follow my Instagram where you can get the latest updates on when videos of mine are coming out, and to just admire some fan art of mine that I regularly post, which you should be seeing on the screen right now. The link to my Instagram is always in my description, but if you want to know my tag right now, that should be showing up on the screen as well. Alright, let's get into this. We're talking about the entire season of Invincible. It's a review, but it's spoiler free, because I think a lot of you haven't watched it yet, even though if you go on my Instagram, you know I've been constantly urging you to watch it because it's just so good. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's just get into it. It's gonna be so exciting. You know, every time I think I can't take on another superhero show due to my schedule, but then I'm always blown away by how amazing the show is. So it's really sad when Invincible had a weekly release schedule where it was basically competing for attention / viewership from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier for its entire run. So it unfortunately never had a real space for people to talk about it. Although I think the show might follow along the path of another comic book show from Amazon Prime, The Boys, where more people will discover the show after the season has concluded, and then the show will really take off when season 2 and 3, which have been confirmed, comes around. So, I gotta be honest, when the trailers first came out, I actually wasn't very excited for the show because the trailers made it seem like it was going to be your average superhero show. But when the first 3 episodes came out, I gave it a watch, only intending to watch one and then moving on. But then I ended up binging the first 3 episodes that night in one sitting because the show is just amazing. It's phenomenal. It's incredible. But you have to get through at least the 1/3 of the first episode to really get into it. And by the very end of the first episode, there is an end credit scene. You'll automatically be hooked and wanting more. And the entire season gives you that. It gives you more. Invincible is also unique because it's one of the few R-rated superhero shows, much like The Boys, which are both on Amazon Prime Video, a streaming service that's carving out a space for itself in the superhero landscape, with well-written, real-world, ultra-violent, twisted takes on familiar superhero tropes, almost at the level of competing with Disney Plus and HBO Max when it comes to the quality of their superhero content. Speaking of R-rated superhero content, the comics the show is based on are very, very gory and adult-oriented, so I think it was a treat and a little bit of a nightmare to see it so well realized and visualized in the show, especially in the season finale where we get to the main confrontation between Invincible and his father, Omni-Man, which even climaxes into a train sequence ripped straight out of the comics, but somehow it's made even gorier. It gave me real Final Destination 3 flashbacks. The level of well-written and executed action, expansive world building, and violence could truly only be done with an animated series like this, because right off the bat, you get an MCU-sized universe for the writers and the heroes to work with. I haven't seen an adult or an adult-friendly animated television series that can compete with live-action films or adaptations on multiple levels since the Harley Quinn animated series and quite possibly Avatar. It's also important to note that Robert Kirkman, the creator of the original comic, along with the publisher Image Comics, are the driving force in making this show what it is. So the show actually succeeds in making you feel like you're reading an Image comic. The overall voice cast is phenomenal as well, with Steven Yeun, Sandra Oh, J.K. Simmons, Jillian Jacobs, Walton Goggins, and Zazie Beetz, Jason Mantzoukas, and Zachary Quinto as well, being some of the best in the cast. The show is just spectacular, and it makes me wonder if Amazon could do more comics or more comic adaptations for niche comic fans and make it and level it up, basically. Like, I would actually love to see a saga cartoon. Like, that would be amazing. Yeah, this show is just phenomenal, and I hope it opens the door up to more niche comic book shows and just make it better than it already was. So that's my non-spoiler review of season 1 of Invincible. What did you think of this video? What did you think of the entire season of Invincible? If you watched it already, share your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also follow my Instagram, and again, the link to that is always in my description. Alright, bye everyone.